The year is 1696. A bitter wind howls across the Scottish Highlands, carrying not just the chill of winter, but the icy grip of despair. For months the sun has been hidden behind a veil of grey ash from a distant volcano. The wheat and barley have failed completely. In a small stone cottage, a family huddles around a peat fire, their grain chest, the gurnal, almost empty. The land that once provided for them has turned cruel and barren. This scene of desperation was repeated in countless homes across Scotland. The 7 ill years, a catastrophic famine that tested the very limits of human endurance. Starvation was not a distant threat, but a daily reality. The community's reserves were gone, and the future looked bleak. How could anyone survive when the very earth seemed to have forgotten its promise of sustenance? Yet in these darkest days, hope emerged from the most unexpected place, not in the prized crops, but in the humble and overlooked. Imagine a mother looking at her children, knowing the usual stores of food are gone, the fields outside frozen solid. This was not a simple, poor harvest. It was a complete collapse of the food system. Yet, even in this hardship, a flicker of hope remained. It was not found in golden wheat or plump barley, but in a rough, unassuming grain, often dismissed as animal feed or a weed. This grain, tough and resilient, quietly thrived where others withered. This was the oat, the unsung hero that would become the quiet saviour of a nation on the brink. Today we journey back to uncover the remarkable story of the oat. Once an unwanted weed, Avena sativa became a cornerstone of survival for entire civilizations. Its story is one of resilience and adaptation, a reminder that strength can be found in the most modest forms. Our tale begins in the wild landscapes of the ancient Near East, where the ancestor of our modern oat was a persistent weed among wheat and barley. Early farmers saw it as a nuisance, never suspecting its hidden strength. This tenacious plant survived on the margins, thriving in poor soil and harsh weather. As humans carried wheat and barley along ancient trade routes, the oat hitched a ride, spreading into the cooler, wetter climates of Europe. In these new lands, wheat and barley struggled, but the oat flourished. Over centuries, northern farmers noticed that even in bad years, oats would still produce a crop. What began as a contaminant became a staple, reliable, stubborn, and essential. The weed had earned its place not through prestige, but through dependability. Its journey from pest to provider set the stage for its vital role in human survival. What makes the oat so resilient? Its secret lies in its wild ancestry. Unlike wheat and barley, the oat retains a deep, fibrous root system, seeking moisture and nutrients in poor soils. It tolerates cold and wet weather, thriving in the short, cool growing seasons of northern latitudes. Its grain is encased in a tough hull, protecting it from moisture, pests and damage, allowing for long storage. This combination of strong roots, weather tolerance, and a protective hull makes the oat a masterpiece of survival. It demands work to harvest, but in return it offers security, a promise of food even when the land is harsh. This toughness, born from its weedy past, is the secret to its power. The oat became a lifeline for many, built for survival, not ease. The oat's reputation reveals much about England and Scotland. Samuel Johnson famously defined oats as a grain, which in England is generally given to horses, but in Scotland supports the people. Intended as an insult, it actually highlighted Scottish resilience. England's rich soils grew wheat for fine white bread, a symbol of prosperity. Scotland's harsh landscape demanded a tougher crop, the oat. The Scottish retort, "And where will you find such horses and such men?" turned the insult into a badge of honour. Oats fuelled the hardy Scots who worked the land and fought in armies. Modern science confirms oats are a nutritional powerhouse. Slow-release carbs, protein, fibre and essential minerals. The Scottish diet, centred on oats, was a source of strength and endurance. The grain that was once scorned became the foundation of a nation of survivors. Survival crops must not only grow in tough conditions, they must be storable. Ancient Scots developed underground storage pits or souterrains to preserve their oat harvests. These stone-lined chambers, sealed and hidden, kept oats cool, dry and safe from decay and pests. Dried oats were poured in, the pit sealed, and the grain could last for years, sometimes decades. These pits were community banks, holding the food security of a village. When harvests failed, these reserves saved lives. The oat, with its tough hull, was the perfect grain for this buried treasure. Scottish ingenuity extended oats from field to home, most notably with the porridge drawer. In many cottages, a special kitchen drawer was lined and kept clean for leftover porridge. Each morning a large pot was cooked. Leftovers were poured into the drawer to set into a dense cake. Throughout the day anyone could cut a slice, cold, fried or toasted, for a quick, sustaining meal. The porridge drawer was a larder of ready-to-eat food, ensuring no oat was wasted. It was a simple, low-tech solution to food preservation and convenience. The original energy bar, it kept families fueled and resourceful. The oat was not just food, it was the foundation of daily life. The oat's true test came during Scotland's 7 ill years. Volcanic eruptions triggered a volcanic winter, plunging temperatures and ruining crops. Wheat and barley failed year after year, granaries emptied and famine swept the land. In some regions, a quarter of the population perished. Only the oat endured, tolerant of cold, wet, poor soil. Families with oats survived on porridge, oatcakes and sowens. Oats became more valuable than gold, fiercely guarded. The humble crofters who relied on oats weathered the storm. The 7 ill years cemented the oat as Scotland's ultimate symbol of resilience. By the 19th century, oats found a new role in medicine. Victorian doctors recognised oats' restorative powers, prescribing them for the sick and exhausted. Oat gruel was gentle on the stomach, perfect for recovery. Oats were seen as a nervine tonic, soothing and strengthening the nervous system. They were even used to treat addiction, with oat tinctures easing withdrawal. Modern research supports oats' benefits for the nervous system. The humble oat had transformed from survival food to therapeutic agent. The story of the oat is one of survival, resilience and quiet strength. From wild weed to famine saviour, from porridge drawer to medicine cabinet, the oat has proven its worth. Today we see oats as a health food, but their true legacy is endurance. Each bowl of porridge connects us to a tradition of survival stretching back thousands of years. The oat is not just a commodity, it is the grain that endures. Its value lies in reliability and resilience, not glamour. In uncertain times, the oat story reminds us. With ingenuity and an unlikely champion, we can survive the harshest winters. The humble oat nourishes us still, a testament to the power of adaptation and hope. Before you go, why not become a part of our story? Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to never miss an episode. Imagine the subscribe button as a golden oat, ready to unlock a world of fascinating tales just like this one. Watch as it pops up on your screen. Click it, and you join a community that celebrates resilience, discovery, and the everyday wonders of history. See those animated oats swirling around the subscribe button? That's your invitation to grow with us. Like, share, and comment below. What's your favourite way to enjoy oats? Your engagement helps our channel thrive, just like the humble oat in fields of gold. Subscribe now, and let's continue uncovering the stories that nourish our minds and inspire our hearts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.